Boom, what's up everybody? My name is Kim Scotwell and today we'll be taking a look at Windows Powertoys, which is an add-on. It's something made by Windows, but it's sort of an open source thing, so you find it on GitHub, and it's a fantastic piece of tool to have in on your computer. So if you like this review overview look of Powertoys, please give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel out a whole lot. And we'll just get to it. So to get to Windows Powertoys, you can GitHub. So you just go in GitHub, the first link here. You go down to releases, and latest version as of today is 0.25.0. Hit there, scroll down to the bottom, and you just download it, install it. Very straightforward. So once you've installed it, it's gonna live down here in your system tray. So you just click on this little icon. You're gonna get this window up here, and you're gonna land on the general. So you can choose to run it as an administrator. You can choose the appearance or theme. You can choose to run it on startup. I really recommend you having this on, and then you can check for updates here. But now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty, which is awesome. So under color picker, you can see here, if I hold down the Windows key plus Shift plus C, I can get up here a color picker, and it will give me the hex code of any given color. So this is really good if you have a web page or something you like a color on and you want to figure it out, so you don't have to take a screenshot of that color, then open it up in your photo editor to get that code. And you can choose here if you want hex codes, RGB, CMYK, HSL, HSV. So you have pretty good options there. Fancy zones is something I use all the time. Color picker, I don't use that too often, but every now and then. Fancy zones are really good. It allows you to modify and you can choose how many zones you want, and it will be where you want to put your windows. So regular windows, the windows function for this is just drag it out to the side. You can see it just gives you half a screen here or full screen. So with Windows Powertoys or Fancy Zones, you can make a lot of them. So under Launch Zone Editor, you can go in and customize however many you want. So you can have just split it up. I like this 4 and in a square here, and you can choose the distance in between the tiles here as well by adjusting the numbers here. And then we're gonna go down here to File Explorer. I like this a whole lot. So it says you can preview SVG files and thumbnails. I made an SVG file just for this, so have it here. I'm opening up my Finder, go to Desktop, go here to this file, and you can see we can see it now. But if I go down here for 1 second, turn these off, this is how Windows is, and I go back up here, you will get no preview. So with these on, you can very easily see what's on your SVG file without opening them up. It will speed up your workflow a whole lot. And then image resizer is something I use every now and then. I usually open it up in Digicam and let Digicam do it. But if you just have a few ones you need to resize very quickly, I'm going to use these two images here. And let's say I wanted to resize this smaller, so to put them on a web page. So I just mark those two, right click, and we're going to go to resize pictures, and you can see we have all of these presets here. So I'm going to use this small and just hit resize. They're going to show up over here now in a second. Normally it's really quick, but for some reason it took a hot second right now. So if I hit my spacebar here, we can see the difference. It's resized the pictures, and you didn't really lose a whole lot of quality on it. But it's only set to quality 90% here on level. So very handy feature. That keyboard manager I don't use. You can remap your hotkeys, make them do different things, add shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts, and so on. I'm not gonna go with this. I don't use it. You can play around with it if you want to. Power rename is something I use a whole lot of. So we can see we have a few files here called Pano. So Windows can actually rename several files at once too. So if you just mark them all and hit F2, you can type in here test, for example, whatever you want, and just hit enter. Now you can see you got test 1, 2, and then you get test 1 again because this is PDF instead of JPEG, and test 1 instead of MP4 because it's MP4, and then test 1 because it's SVG. But if you wanted these to be in a specific order, so this was 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5, you can't do that without going in after and change the numbers. So you mark everybody, right click on them, go down here to power rename. Okay, and now you should see new info here. So you can see Pano test is what they're going to be called. Or you can just hit them here and say image 1, 2, 3. They're all going to be called that. So if I hit rename, you can see Pano image, Pano image, Pano image, Pano image, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you don't want that Pano there, we gotta take that away. So you just go power rename, Pano image. You can see it's now only going to be called testing 1 through 5. So if I hit rename, it's gonna change the names. You see testing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a very easy way to rename your files there. And then we have Powertoys run. This is something I use all the time. You have Alt and Alt plus space. So if I hold on Alt, hit space, you get this little thing up. I can hit enter now because it saved my last search. That's Vivaldi, my web browser. Or we could go here and let's say I wanted to get Malwarebytes. See, it comes up. You just hit enter and it picks it up straight away. You can set it to do whatever you want, and you get some more overviews here. You can do the same things. You can ignore shortcuts in full mode and so on. And then you have the shortcut guide here. So if I close this and just click and hold on Windows, you get the list over all the shortcuts you have. So 1 through 0 or 1 through 9, 0 through 9. You can open one of those and you see here the other ones. And just let go again. So that is a pretty quick overview review over Windows Powertoys. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying it. The Powertoys run and the rename and the fancy zones is gonna change your life. I don't understand why Windows haven't implemented this in their original build. So check them out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I really appreciate all your help and your support here, and I'll see you all next time.